The role of DGR is to assist in the resettlement of armed forces personnel by upskilling them through training, courses, and by providing employment and self-employment opportunities. Now, sir, I'll just briefly go over the activities which are carried out at DGR. First is the upskilling resettlement courses. Now, these courses are there. We can divide it into two parts for the officers as well as for the JCOs, ORs, and equivalent ranks. DGR is a tri-services organization. The courses are also tri-services. They cater for all three services. The officer courses are mostly held in the premier institutes like IIMs. We have IIFT and FMS also in Delhi. But all these institutes, because of a certain restriction on the empanelment of institutes, they are either in government institutes or government autonomous institutes, both for officers as well as JCOs and OR. For the JCO OR also, we have got number of courses which are there spread over across the country in all the states. For officers, the officers have to pay 40% of the fees is paid by the officers and 60% is paid by DGR. For the JCOR, the entire fees is paid by DGR and it is free. Coming on to the job opportunities, there are certain job opportunities, job vacancies which come to DGR from various government organizations, PSUs, as well as the private organizations, which come in a particular format. They are uploaded onto the DGR website, and we receive certain applications for these posts. We prepare a panel of all these applicants, we send it to the organization that has requisitioned the post. Now, the selection, in this case, the onus rests on to the organization which has requisitioned for that particular vacancy. Apart from it, DGR also conducts certain job fairs which are regularly conducted across the country. We have increased the job fair from 8 in 2023-24 to 12 in 24-25, and this year we are having 18 job fairs, in which we have kept some job fairs exclusively for officers, so that only the officer centric vacancies can be uploaded during those job fairs. DGR schemes. Now, apart from these job opportunities and the upskilling opportunities, DGR also provides certain schemes. Now, these schemes, they can be called self-employment schemes, they can be called employment opportunities. Most prominent among them is the security agency scheme. In this security agency scheme, the officers act as the proprietors. Some of you might have availed of this scheme. And the ex-servicemen JCOs and OR, they are the guards and the supervisors. Basically, all the PSCs, they are mandated to have ex-servicemen guards, and over these guards, the officers are employed as proprietors, and they receive a fixed 10% service charge as their remuneration. That service charge is based on the wage, basically the wages which are paid to the ex-servicemen who are as guards and supervisors over there. Apart from it, there is a next scheme of allotment of CNG stations. This scheme is specific to Delhi NCR region and in the Pune, Mumbai, Nasik region with MNGL, Mahanagar Gas Limited over there, and Indraprasth Gas Limited in Delhi NCR region. There are certain CNG pumps that are often requisitioned for certain other areas like Alwar, we had one in Kishangarh, we had one in Ambala also. So the scheme is expanding, and we are also trying to expand the scheme to other states as well. Then is the allotment of COCO outlets. Basically, the COCO outlets are the petrol pumps, company-owned, company-operated petrol pumps. And in this regard, the 25% of the COCO pumps by IOCL, BPCL, and HPCL, they are supposed to be given to ex-servicemen. So, as and when they give us a requisition, that requisition is uploaded onto the website. The desirous officers and JCOs, this scheme is open to officers as well as JCOs. They can apply for this in the given format. We prepare the panel and we send it to the requisitioning oil product agency. Thereafter, it is the prerogative of the oil agency to select whoever they want from the interview process. Mother dairy and suffle booths, they are for JCOs and other ranks. Mother dairy scheme is presently applicable in Delhi NCR and Varanasi region. We are in talks with the Ministry of Cooperation as well as certain states for expansion of this milk booth scheme, in which these state level milk cooperatives which are there, they can allot the milk booths to the ex-servicemen on preferential basis, which can be a good source of income and resettlement for them also. There was another very popular scheme of DGR, which was the coal loading and transportation scheme, which is on hold since 2020. Now, this scheme, we have been trying very hard to revive the scheme, and there is a good possibility that it may revive in near future. As and when that happens, we will update that onto the website, and everybody will come to know. In this scheme was applicable for all officers, JCOs ORs, as well as widows and disabled ESM were attached as beneficiaries in this scheme. Basically, 5 officers used to form a private limited ESM coal transport company, under which there used to be a number of trucks and tippers which used to be run. These trucks and tippers used to be owned by the JCOs and OR. On this private limited company, which was being employed by the ex-servicemen, certain amount of widows as well as the disabled ex-servicemen, they used to be attached as a beneficiary, and in return of a fixed one-time investment of 1 lakh rupees, they used to get 3,000 rupees per month at that point in time. So with certain modifications, we are planning to revive this scheme. It is possible that in near future this scheme is revives. Now, with regards to the expansion of schemes which DGR provides, DGR has a limited reach in terms of our zonal offices. We have 5 zonal offices which are co-located with the command headquarters, and DGR is located in Delhi. So, at the state level, there are certain schemes which keep coming up by the initiatives of the state government or the central government, which can be utilized to benefit ex-servicemen by adopting a unified approach. So if there are any schemes which are coming up in the Zilla Sainik board at the state level, so we will request that it can be intimated through the Raj Sainik board or the Zilla Sainik board to the DGR, and we can take up action at the central ministry level. For the job fairs are primarily oriented towards the employment of ex-servicemen by the private sector. So in this regard, it becomes very crucial that the local industry body in the states, in that Rajya or in that place where job fair is being conducted, is sensitized by the officers of the armed forces who are manning these posts. The state chambers of commerce, they play a crucial role. The more number of employers who come to know about it, everywhere we go, we keep hearing verbally that we need ex-servicemen for jobs. But ultimately, when the registration for employers comes for the job fairs, though it has increased by this portal, but not to that extent what we want. Still, the number of ex-servicemen who need jobs are more, and the number of employers who register, they are still less. These are the points from my side, sir. I have finished. If there are any questions, any suggestions, we'll be happy to take.
Issues that I would like to highlight. A large number of ex-servicemen are looking for security jobs.
Sir.
And state government in MP is the one who's providing jobs to us. We have got 7 military stations and a number of entities of MOD. None of them provide security jobs to us because they go through GEM. And since we are offering people at DGR rates, they are higher. So they are not selected. My request would be, there are directives given out by DOPT that all departments of all ministries would hire ex-servicemen only for security jobs. More so because MOD is our parent organization. So they should certainly hire security guards from ex-servicemen. So there should be a specific order given that disregarding GEM. Now, state government is disregarding GEM, that's why we are getting jobs. Same way, they should disregard GEM and they should hire ex-servicemen at DGR rates. That is, Can I?
Yes.
Okay, you speak, and then I got
Yes.
first 3 points.
Sir, we have actually achieved a major breakthrough in this issue. Basically, there has been a lot of discussion over the last 1 year with regards to this GEM issue. Now, DGR was not on GEM, but there is a provision on GEM that DGR can be on GEM with a fixed service rate, service charge. So, this issue which you are saying, once we are able to be onboarded on GEM with that fixed service charge criteria, this issue will be resolved.
My submission was that departments under MOD should necessarily take only ex-servicemen.
There is already a OM on this regard, sir. The only thing they were not taking is that there was a contradicting OM for them that they have to take service guards from GEM only. So now once DGR gets on GEM, then they have no other option but to take guards from DGR only, because DGR is on GEM. Now, irrespective of that, whether the service charge is fixed or not, they will not be going for competitive bidding. They will have to take guards from GEM only, from DGR only.